Hey traders, welcome back to another episode of Stock Market Review, the week ahead. We're going to take a quick look. First of all, I hope you had a great bit of a Christmas time. You enjoyed some time with the family. You took some time off, completely unplugged from the market, and try to relax a little bit, spend some time. I know it was a bit of a weird week, especially that we had a short day on Wednesday, and then Thursday we were closed, and Friday we were open, but it was very low volume. But I hope you come back all refreshed. You took some time off to rejuvenate and ready to attack this market and start finding out exactly where we're going to, what are we going to go into, which stock is in your basket. And also, before I dive into the chart, one thing I want to do for you guys as well is do a quick review on the stocks we've talked about. And that's going to be, I believe it was NVIDIA. We went over NVIDIA. So we'll talk about that a little bit, and as well as Broadcom as far as where these stocks are. Just do a quick check-in from what we give out to you guys. Okay, so first and foremost, let's make sure we check a few things here. I know we have the chart popped up. If you're here, by the way, just so everyone know, I am not a financial advisor. This is strictly for educational purposes. If you are going to trade, you are going to buy anything, make sure you do your own due diligence or contact a financial advisor. Anything you do, make sure you this is your own homework. I'm not telling you to buy, hold, or sell anything. I'm just letting you guys know what I am buying and what move I'm making. Obviously, everyone's free to actually copy what I'm doing. I cannot stop you, but I cannot tell you how to trade. That's just for for the YouTube stuff right here. I have to take care of that. Okay, now that's done. Enough rambling. Let's go and let's start out the week. First thing we're going to go. Let's go check out the fear and greed meter. Right now we are at greed because the market is actually we are at an all-time high. Guys, we no longer in fear. I know if you're in crypto, you might be struggling, and as a matter of fact, depending on what stock you currently have, you may not even be feeling the fact that we are actually at an all-time high right now, and that's okay. There's not a lot of stocks that's actually making a big move up. We do see there's a lot of stocks that's actually nothing, and very few you club like the big. Okay, so that's done with that. Let's take a quick look at the economic calendar, see what we have coming up for this week right now. I don't think we are that busy this week for the calendar. So tomorrow we don't have anything. So tomorrow should be a very smooth, easy day. But again on Tuesday we should have some. Actually, no, that's the 23rd. I'm sorry, you guys. That's the 23rd. Tomorrow we actually have pending home sales for tomorrow. Then on Tuesday we do have some home price index, um, minutes from the Fed. Nothing big. It's a lighter week. It's a lighter week. Not many news. So we are free to actually trade, which is great. The fact that we don't have to worry about a lot of wild news that's going to really, change things in the market and things like that. So that's actually pretty good. Okay, now let's take a quick look and see how we're doing with the likes of Broadcom. When I was talking to you guys, say, hey, you know what, we might start right here. I think we're going to do a pop. Seems like we're making that pop. We might have a little bit to go. We might go top this level. I don't know if we're going to be able to take it. You guys can see here that's Broadcom. So we right here. What I'm hoping to happen is a move up outside of this zone, a retest, and then so we can continue to move. Okay. Oh, and then we had also had Nvidia, right? Nvidia, our good old friend Nvidia. That's just a quick check. We're not doing any big, review on those. Just showing you guys where things are. This is where we are when I call Nvidia. We were like right around 174. Right now we are at 188. So if somebody did copy, what I said I was going to do, you should be looking pretty good right now. As of right now, for me, I know I'm reducing my exposure as soon as we get a move tomorrow. I'm seeing what happened exactly. If we go to close below this level, I am definitely taking some of my money out. I do not trust where the market is right now. I'm being a little being honest with you guys. I think we do have a move up coming, but I think the first couple of weeks of January might be a little rough, so I'm being extremely careful. Okay, so now that this is out of the way, let's dig into the SPY. All right, and if you are here, guys, please smash the like button, like the video. If you do have questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. I will do my best to try to get to every questions, and those I do not get a chance to answer, I'll try to get to them for you guys tomorrow on the next live. So let's see how we are doing. First of all, let's look at the market on a weekly basis. This looks pretty good. All right, because right now we actually close above this level, right? This was our previous resistance level. That's on the weekly chart, guys. That's the weekly. You can see that here. All right. That's on the weekly. Oh, let me get out of this. There you go. That's on the weekly chart. We actually close above that the weekly chart, which is great news. We love to see that. So what I'm hoping for us to do is a push back retest. That would be great. That can take us off. This is why I think for the center rally again. I just to repeat for you guys. The center rally is something that happens for the last 5 trading days of December into the first 2 trading days of January. So that's what considered the center rally. All right. So I think we might use those days to push up just a little bit, and if we do push up a little bit, we should be fine. But I do think at some point we're going to have a pullback coming. So be ready for it. Don't get surprised. It will happen. Don't get surprised whether it's institutions that are trying to reposition themselves, rebalancing, and all these kind of things. All right. Let's go on the daily now. Now, if we are on the daily, we have our favorite little pattern here. Now the baby is blooming, and this is where I'm talking about, right? Are we going to continue the breakout, or are we going to actually pull back? Now let me zoom in real quick so we can see that. So what we did here was, this is weak price action for now, but we actually held on that level, which I like because we still closed outside of the level. So I really like that. Are we going to do more of since we pushed up, are we going to do more of this is our bit of pullback? Maybe we'll have another candle here so we can set up what I would call a bull flag, right? Start from here. Maybe we do this, we do that. Maybe we do a little bit of a bull flag so the move can continue. Is that what we're going to do? I don't know, so we'll see. And for those of you guys who do not know, let me show you guys exactly what a bull flag is, which is what I've been doing lately. Again, I know some of you guys that have been with me every single time. I know you guys already know exactly what a bull flag is. But just for the purpose of showing everyone that maybe, let's say somebody is just stopping by for the first time in the live, they know exactly what a bull flag is. So this is it. You guys can see exactly what's happening all around here. You can see it. There you go. Right? Okay, this actually showed a little bit more clearer so you can see that. So you have a push. This is more of a bit of a consolidation zone, but there's a support level that support line must hold. Then once we break out of this downward trend line, we should be good to go. All right. Let me go right back to that. Boom. Okay. So can we just consolidate right in that zone and then move up? That would be great. If we take a quick look again, right now we don't have anything, and this is the part that for me that start to scare me. Let me just push this way up so you guys can see it. This is the MACD. All right. This is the MACD. We have bullish divergence in the MACD, so we crossing to move up. So everything is looking super great right now. We in greed. People are getting a bit complacent, and this is how they get you, man. This is how they get us. The minute you start to get a bit too comfortable, this is how they get us. So when we currently at all-time high, so we have to be careful. So we might have that continuation, right? Or we might break down. And if we break down and come down and make some sort of evening star pattern, because we have a doji here, so this is in play right now. That's what's in play. We might continue to go up. So what we'll do is what we call a 3 bar play. A 3 bar play is typically where you have one big push going up, you have a doji or a small candle or inside bar, and then we have a continuation candle, like a big green candle. So that would go up, like that, right? So that would be our 3 bar play. Let me see what's the best way if I could put that best. There you go. So then you'll have this. So that would give you a 3 bar play. Obviously, that would be red. However, if we are at a situation where we cannot, if we are at a situation where we cannot actually see, we actually pull back down. I'm sorry, guys. I just got my phone was ringing a little bit, and that took me off track. My apologies on that. So we might have something that looks like this, and that would be our bear flag. I mean, not bear flag. I mean our evening star. What's going on with me today? So this is an evening star. An evening star is a very very bearish pattern, and that is made with 3 candles. So you have the green candle, you have the doji. The doji could be either green or red. It doesn't matter, right? And then we can have that. So if we're looking at this, you can see that even better. So you guys can see those right there, right? So that would be your evening star. That's on the daily. But if we go in the 4 hours, this is the good news. Again, in the 4 hours, what are we doing, guys? We all can see it, right? So this is our left shoulder. This is the head. Now we're making the left shoulder. We're consolidating right there. We are consolidating, and we need to break above the neckline. And if we break above the neckline, we are good to go. We are good to go. So again, we are looking good in the 4 hour time frame. We check the 2 hours. The 2 hours as of right now seems a little, a bit concerning. But what I think we might do in the 2 hours, looking at the MACD, let me expand that a bit so you guys can see it. I think what we might do in the MACD actually is calm down and cross right back up. All right. I think that's probably what we're going to do. So we'll see. We'll see how that plays out. Um, but right now we are pointing down, but I don't see any structural change because this is where we are. The breakout so far is holding, and we are using this more as a support level. Okay. Now let's check the 30 minutes. If we check the 30 minutes, we can see that right there in the 30 minutes again, this is just consolidation zone. We are just consolidating, and what we need to do is to break out of this box. We need to break out of this box. So if you are looking for a trade, um, unless you're going to play support and resistance, so you would buy right at this level. what you would have to do is wait for a move either above this level or below this level. Wait for a breakout, retest, so you can continue to move down. All right, that's another way to take a to trade that. Great. Now, if we take a look at the Qs, let's see what the Qs did. Also, this is what I don't like, and that's why I'm a little afraid. I'm looking at how things are going. These are the things that's sort of like bothering me, guys. Right? So if we're looking at the Qs, right? Looking at the Qs, right there, you can see that downward trend line, right? We have that downward trend line. What did we do? We literally come right up to this level. We came right up to this level, and that rejected. We cannot take it. We actually rejecting right at this level. So can we break that downward trend line? That would be great if we can take that. But this is a level we need to take. If we cannot take this level, there is a possibility we may come all the way down here, or even way down there. So just be careful. Be careful on how we trading, because right now we have a bit of a zone that we're gonna have to take. All right. So this this is the zone we are currently with the cues that we have to go above. I'm calling above 620. Let's say 627. We need to get above 627 for me to feel a little better about this. Because right now, what we're seeing in the price action is we're seeing some shakiness, we're seeing some weakness, right? Although, if you look at that's the daily again. Although, if you look at the MACD, what we have here is the in the MACD is a bullish divergence. We have bullish divergence in the MACD, so we have that there. That looks good. If we go in the 4 hours, okay, 4 hours. Now you can see in the 4 hours exactly what we're doing, right? We're just tracking right inside here. We come hit this level, dip a little lower, go back up here, check that trend line down, and this is the trend line again. So this is an ascending triangle. This is an ascending triangle pattern. So we may break above, we may come down, we may come down and break below. So we just wait right now. If you're trading the cues right now, doing the swing on the cues, for me, I'm not doing that until we break above that level. Until we break above this level, let me zoom in case anyone cannot see it clearly. I'm gonna remove that for the time being. Until we actually break above this level in the cues, for me, I am not taking that trade, because we got that dynamic resistance, that downward trend line right here that's telling me we are not ready to go yet. All right. So this is what I'm looking at. We're not ready to go yet. All right. Okay. And let's check the 2 hours real quick. 2 hours, not much going on. Besides that, you can see the rejection clearly in the 2 hours, but not much going on. Not really a big move. 30 minutes. Again, the 30 minutes. If we look at the 30 minutes, we have fell in the 30 minutes. What you can consider that as in the 30 minutes really is a double top. You can clearly use that as a double top. Okay, there you go, boom, and this is a double top. What I don't like about it the most is a double top with a lower high, right? On the second top with a lower high. That's what I really don't like that about that. So this is looking a bit bearish for me, more like a pullback. But we'll see. We might go down beginning of the day and then just get our bearing and then push right back up. Or we might have some news that comes out. But then again, remember, I know it's the holidays, but just remember, just because we have a center rally doesn't mean we may not have a couple of red days right in the middle of that rally. That is something that happens. All right. Okay. So for tomorrow, again, for tomorrow, what levels are we looking at tomorrow? For the Qs, this is the levels we are watching tomorrow. We are watching 6 25 55 and 6 23 14. Okay, there you go. Let me just draw another one of those. There you go. So that's your little box. You wanna see where things are. That's your little box for you to make your decision to figure out exactly what it is that you want to do. Okay, but as of right now, for me, as of right now, I'm not taking any swing trade on that. This is a no trade zone for me. We're not at support. We are a bit. I mean, that I would be more comfortable taking a short position, buying puts there, but I'm not buying puts because we are right in smack in the middle of the center rally. So I'll just stay out of the way. You don't have to take every trade. Sometimes you don't have to take a trade if you don't have to. All right. Okay. Now this is my little gem. Like I tell you guys every single time I will give out a trade as far as what I'm doing. This is my top 2026 plays right now. Netflix. This is the top one for me. You guys can see I have this here. Buy zone. What do we see here? We can clearly see we are building a base. Like we're basing out right on top, right at this level. We're basing out, right? So this is our box. We sort of basing out. We actually finding some. We try to push down on this day, right? We try to push down. Look at the price action, guys. We try to push all the way down to 91, and the buyer stepped in. We keep finding buyers right at this level. Buyers stepped in and pushed this right back up. And right now we're seeing some strength comes in. And if you look at if you take a look at the daily, you can see what we're looking at. But since this is something I'm looking at for the long term, this is what I want to look at. Okay, I want to look at the weekly again. If you take a quick look at the weekly, you can see how we're setting up, almost giving us a pin bar. There you go. So what we had, this is the pattern I was just talking about with the Qs, right? You can see what we did here was a double top. And we did the double top with a lower high. And what did we do? We just collapsed, right? We collapsed all the way down to this level. Okay. So, but Netflix for me is a no-brainer. And why is Netflix a no-brainer? Let's just draw it out, and I'll show you guys why to me Netflix is a no-brainer. Okay. So if I take the top, drag this all the way down. Netflix is currently down 30%. This is a profitable company. Profitable company that is currently down 30%. Hey, if you think Netflix is going to go away tomorrow, if you think they're going to they will run out of customers, then I would say, hey, then I would believe this is about that company is going out of business. They are about to collapse, but they keep increasing revenue. They keep making more money. So therefore, this is my number one pick for 2026 because this is a very, very good price right now for Netflix. That's the way I'm looking at it. Anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in. I do have one video. One question. How do you know when a pullback comes? When a pullback becomes a trend? The pullback would become a trend if it has broken the current trend. All right, so you don't know if a pullback has become a trend unless it has either it went to a trend line, whether it's on the downward trend line or at the bottom of the trend line. It has come and bounced at the bottom of a trend line. All right. So for example, let's see if I go. I think which one demonstrate that very. Actually, you know what? I could just go back to SPY. If I go back to SPY, okay, and I am doing. Okay, there you go. So all this time we were pushing up. SPY was going up, right? Going up, and then what did we see? We had a trend break. So we had a trend break. So once the trend break, right? I'm like, okay, so with this candle, that's a trend break. And then when it came here again and it pulled back down, give this candle. So now I'm putting that this way. Okay? So that means now we came from an uptrend to a downtrend, right? Obviously, if you draw this, all those candles are below that trend. So right now the trend is down. Then what we did, we pulled down this way and then we break this trend back. So now we are back to what? We wait, it just consolidated, then we went back to an upward trend line. All right. We went back to it. Let me just erase that so I don't put too much on here. Okay, sorry guys. There you go. And there. Okay, so from here to here, there you go. All right. So now again, we have another trend going up, and now we can see the trend is broken. And what is one thing I always talk about, guys? When a trend is broken, before we can call that, hey, you know what? We need confirmation. Confirmation means the very next candle that comes after does what? Close lower. It needs to close lower than this candle. All right. Then we had that, and what did you see? What you saw happen was a complete collapse, right? So that's the collapse. So this is how you read trend and trend break. You have to have your trend line in place. Again, I have a video coming up around trend lines because I know that is something that's a bit challenging for a lot of people. So I will make a video on specifically on trend line to teach you guys because I do think trend line is one of those things that's really underrated. Because trend lines really sometimes it helps you prepare, and a lot of times when people are fearful and getting out of positions and selling everything they have, trend line is something that really helps a lot. But anyway, guys, thank you for tuning in again. Please comment below if you have anything to say. If you're watching this on playback, remember we are live on Sundays through Thursday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we are live. This is not, you're going to see that whenever I have technical issues or whatever, I like to break this stuff down, even though it's not the most polished, it's not the sexiest way. I do not like to have a bunch of different audits because I feel like having a bunch of different artists does not really represent exactly what I'm doing. That's just the way I feel about it. I'd rather do everything in front of you guys because I'm not trying to trick anybody, pretending I know something that I don't know. And that way, that also gives you guys an opportunity to ask questions in case there's something that you don't understand. You can ask me questions live, and I will try to answer your questions. That being said, I have to go meet with the community. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great night. Be ready to trade tomorrow. Just remember, you don't have to force any trade. And again, just stick to the charts. Just take whatever the charts give you. If it doesn't give you anything, that's fine. Stick to your trading plan. If it doesn't, a play does not meet your trading plan, do not take it. If it met your trading plan and you took it, it didn't work out, that's okay. It's not a big deal. It's not a problem. Just accept the loss and just move on. All right? Stay green. For us you guys in the East Coast, just like myself in New York, that's dealing with the cold right now, and up in Canada, stay warm, guys. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you guys tomorrow in the live.